Hello and welcome back. You've probably have seen me uploading over the last several days, and these are all scheduled out. So like I'm making these videos back to back. So like I've literally used like the last 2 hours of my time making all these videos. But this is the video tentatively called the product that I won't be purchasing in 2023, and I'm going to give you my reasoning for it. For you collectors out there, you guys are more than welcome to take my advice, my opinion on this. I'm probably going to be wrong about at least one or two of these products, but based on what I've noticed and seen in the past, and what I expect, this is why I'm not going to personally collect these this year. So to start things right off the bat, you guys probably already know my stance on this. I will personally not be purchasing any Revive skateboards. That's just my preference. I think with the whole shipping delays and all that happened with the Wilderness boards and all that stuff, just it took way too long. I'm kind of not interested in the Revive boards after that fiasco. Granted, it's not because of just that bad experience that I had with them. I think honestly, in my opinion, after seeing the Bear Walker boards, I really think the Bear Walker boards, at least for me, are just a little bit more my taste. I love the way they look. I love how colorful and like it looks very much like hand carved per se. We all know it's probably not hand carved, but still, like they look very very premium. And for the price of $250, I mean, obviously, better be premium. But the reason I'm not too much of a fan of Revive was, one, the delays that kept occurring. Two, they don't tend to hold much value in the secondary market. Now, this isn't to say that the Bear Walker boards will hold value. However, it being the first Bear Walker drop, it probably will, just like we have seen some of the Revive Krypton Nation boards still hold pretty good value. Now, I will say this: the majority of the recent Revive skateboard promos, even redeemables, we have seen a significant drop in price in the secondary market. I think I saw it really. And that's the thing, because it's a blind box product. You're basically gambling. You're gambling on which board you're going to get, so you can't guarantee that there will be value in that product. The other thing is, these redemptions have a cutoff date, so you only have X amount of, like I think it's like 2 years or 1 year or whatever to redeem the board. So it's not like you keeping it sealed. I mean, sure, you keeping it sealed will probably gain value over time, as all things do in the TCG world for the most part. But it's not something that you can open up in 10 years and then redeem the board, and no. So that's just my take. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people who enjoy the Revive boards, and that's more power to you guys. I did like the new, I think it was I liked the Wilderness, like Rainbow Dragon of Akanto Falls board, and then the Awful board was pretty freaking shiny and looking cool. I really liked those. But overall, for me, I'm skipping Revive this entire year. I'm going to try to stick to Bear Walker boards if I can even get a Bear Walker board, just to have as like a display piece per se. So that's the first item of 2023, or items of 2023, that I will not be purchasing just based on those factors. Now, the second one that I will likely not purchase is going to be the Topps Chrome. You may be wondering why, considering the Topps Chrome has been pretty much hyped up this whole time since last year. Actually, since Krypton Nation Topps Zero Series drop, people were hyping up Topps Chrome. The reason that I am not going to purchase these is because I just do not have confidence in Topps right now. Every single Topps product that we have received, from the very first one all the way to Wilderness, etc., they're all weighable, they're all searchable. There's no value unless you get it from a reputable site, and even then, again, it's because it can be weighed. Really, you lose trust in the product. Personally, I don't plan on purchasing Topps Chrome. I'm sure it's going to be cool. I will probably see, Argos and some other YouTubers open up Topps Chrome, and I'll be happy with that. But personally, I'm not going to put any money into Topps Chrome. I'd rather save that money and put it into either base product core product or specialty product. But Topps Chrome, you may have noticed that it was not in my must buy of 2023, and that just goes back to the whole weighable situation that they've unfortunately had since they dropped the first Krypton Nation Series Zero. So that's why I am not touching Topps Chrome with a stick until I see that they have fixed their issues, their weighing issues. They've had 2 chances to fix it and they failed. Maybe third time's a charm. We'll see. So for now, I'm sticking clear of that. Not my thing, not my jam. Maybe the next Topps Chrome or the next Topps product, if they fix the issues, I might give it a go. But in regards to the value of it and collectability, in my opinion, it's just not there for me. And you guys can disagree with me. That's cool. I'm sure some of you love your Topps cards, but it really wasn't cool that you could basically just weigh the packs and take all the hits, and people were shafted. So I'm not touching Topps Chrome. Maybe next year, once they fix their product. Another product that I did not include, but I will be purchasing. But another product that I personally would not, spend too much of your money on or expect a huge return on would be the Krypton Nation Book 1. Now, if you have not seen my videos on why the graphic novels are severely underrated, you should probably check it out. It's somewhere in my channel. It was some of the first Metazoo videos that I ever made. But the Metazoo Book 1 was slated for this past summer. That did not happen. It got delayed until July, so this summer of 2023. Now, this isn't something that you can probably flip or keep value in it unless there's like a collector's edition. But this is something that personally I wouldn't sink too much money or hopes in expecting a return on the product. Again, this changes if there's a collector's edition of the book. It would be really, really cool if there is a collector's edition of the book. That would change things. I will still buy the book on Amazon or wherever they're going to be selling this book. But personally, in regards to your collection, unless it's a collector's item, this book is going to be sold everywhere. I mean, I'm sure they'll even have ebooks of it. So just throwing that out there. So that's one of the products that, while I might be purchasing, I don't recommend it as like an investment per se for your collection. I'm back. People just love to knock at my door. But again, like I was saying, the book is probably going to be really cool. I'm personally am going to buy a book, but I would not, don't try to buy like 50 of these books expecting to make a return. Just my 2 cents. Unless there's a collector's book, then yeah, like I'll probably buy one to keep sealed and one to open or whatever, but that changes things. Collector's edition books, book 1 would change things for me. Now, I don't count the core sets as part of the not purchasing portion because the point of my previous videos was specialty product, products that, we can almost certainly say will perform well. Main products we've seen and we have come to know what to expect from them. We know that Native will have a 50,000 print run. We know they're going to have 4 different box arts for the booster boxes. We can expect prices to go from 140 to about 110 and likely below 100 within the first month. That's what we've seen. That's what we've become accustomed to. It's likely to stay like that until we gain more players, more collectors into the hobby. It is what it is. Once we see Metazoo increase the print runs again, that will be the true testament as to how much growth there has been. So, or actually, I should say, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe once we start seeing these boxes tick up in prices, like on release, that's how we know we have grown the community. And that's how we know we would need to up the print run to balance out the next release. So, not including core products in this at all. So, just so you know, just so you don't think that I'm not going to buy. No, I am going to buy the core products. I like to collect it. I'm going to open it. It's going to be a fun time. But this is specifically for gaining value in your collection, in the secondary market, whatever it may be. So another product, really, that's it, man. That's actually all the products based on the calendars that they've released that I guess, so I'm kind of iffy on it. So another thing, and this is separate to this, but another item that I would probably not put too much money into would be promo cards from Metazoo Marketplace. I think so. We saw one of the very first ones, the uh, the Loveland Mailman. We saw that one selling, or you buy like X amount worth of product on Metazoo's marketplace, and you would get a promo, and there was only, I think, what was like 2,000 of those Loveland Mailmans made. So of course, that $20 free promo card turned into a $200 card that ended up being a pretty good competitive card. So same thing happened with uh, Sam, the barbecue revolutionary promo card. Came out during the summertime of that same year of 2021. People sold out. I mean, people bought it out. It sold out. Now you can get a barbecue Sam for about $75. However, what I've noticed is that the promo cards after that have not really gone up too much in value. I mean, of course, first anniversary promo card, that one's doing pretty good. But again, that's a competitive card. But the second anniversary card is still only like I think it's $5 or $10, which is basically what they were being sold for on the Metazoo marketplace. Um, what's that? The Turkey Day Tahoe Nessie promo card that they had for charity, that sold out. But on the secondary market, they're still $5, $6, basically the same amount that people paid for the promo card to begin with. So I would watch out for the type of promos that they are releasing. If they are competitive promos, which I doubt, because I believe that was one of the huge complaints that people had for Metazoo, was the fact that the promo cards that they released that were exclusive and limited ended up being really good in the TCG, tournament scene. I don't think they're going to go back to that. So I think promos going forward on the Metazoo marketplace may not hold that value that we thought they would compared to Loveland Mailman and Barbecue Sam. So that's just another little snippet on there to avoid. In regards to specialty holiday products, I'm a little iffy on. So some products have been hit, other products have been miss. The Halloween trick or treat from 2022 were like $25 for a bag of like, what was it, like 20 packs or something like that, or 20, whatever it was, $20. No, it was 25 for a pack of like 20 promo packs. Individually, it was worth it. If you sold it as a bag, you weren't making your money back at all, and it definitely did not add value to your collection that much. Individual packs did if you were trying to sell them and flip them, so that's one thing. But one of the recent ones was the Christmas ornaments ones. Personally, I did not purchase any. I didn't want ornaments. If it was up to me, I would just buy the promo boxes. But I've noticed that they're now bundling holiday seasonal products with the promo cards. And so it kind of makes you, or it forces you to buy this particular product, like wrapping paper in 2021 that you may have not wanted, but you definitely wanted the promo box, and it's a way to push more product and make more money. And I get it, business, right? But watch out for specialty product. It's hit or miss, or not specialty product, special holiday promos. It's hit or miss with those. This past 2022 Christmas ornament set, turns out some of those cards were extremely hard to pull, so you're seeing some of those cards going for $100 to $200. The Christmas before that, you have cards only selling for like $1 here, $2 there. So again, hit or miss. So be kind of careful with that. If you're going to buy any sort of holiday promos, do it for the love of the promos, do it for the love of the holiday. Don't necessarily go into the holiday promos expecting a huge return on day one or long-term growth, higher than what you expect. Obviously, there will be long-term growth on all promos and products long-term, but it's not going to be like astronomical as we have seen with some products. So just kind of keep that in mind. So that's really all I have based on the products that I know should be coming out in 2023 and off of the schedule that they gave us. I will not be, the last thing, I would not personally be trying to purchase promo cards from conventions or even plushies from conventions. It ain't my thing. I think the plushies look cool, but I'm also not going to buy a plushie and keep a plushie. It is just different strokes for different folks. For kids, though, pretty cool. If you guys got kids, then the plushies would come in clutch for the kids. But I'm I'm pretty sure they're going to have San Diego Comic-Con promos. They're going to have, New York Comic-Con promos. Yeah. Oh, the last product. If I keep saying the last, it keeps being more. And finally, the last product that I would say to, purchase just to enjoy it, but not necessarily to invest in it, right, would be the Metazoo comics. That's the very last one, and this is where I'm going to end it. This has been about a year in the making. We were supposed to get comics around summertime of 2022. They have transitioned from the graphic novels over to the book, and then from the book, now they're turning that into comics, right? So, personally, I like comics. I think they're cool. I would say, though, that if you are trying to collect some sort of print product for Metazoo, then you would want to do the original graphic novels and not the comic books or the book. The original graphic novels, all the way up to chapter 6, I believe, you can still readily find them available. Obviously, chapter 1, print 1, extremely rare, only 1,000 made. That one continues to this day to hold the highest value. You can probably find a copy for like $300 to $350. You can get a graded copy anywhere from depends on what the grade is, but if you want a perfect, or not perfect, but a 9.8 graded comic, I've seen those sell for about $1,000 to $1,500. So that's kind of where the money is, in my opinion, in that original print. So just keep that in mind. Comic books are going to be dope. They're going to be really cool to collect. Just really depends. I mean, if they're going to be, they're trying to go mainstream. Metazoo is trying to go mainstream. So a lot of these newer products, they're not going to be too limited. Something like comic books and books that are supposed to get people into the IP, they're likely to be mass produced. It's not going to be like the original prints that we have seen with the graphic novels of 2 years ago. This is supposed to be, in my opinion, probably going to be, something that's mass produced for everybody to be able to purchase. We'll see if there's special, comic book alternate covers like typical comic books. I assume there will be. If there are chase variants, those will hold value. Those would be awesome to keep in your collection. But as of right now, basic comic book, basic book, while it's cool to purchase and to enjoy yourself, don't go into it expecting money short term. And if you expect it long term, it's going to be a long time waiting on those, in my opinion. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you again for watching. And let me know what y'all think down below.